Here's my crab recipe. So I boil and break down the crabs. I like to take, degill them, take the shell off, and then cut them into quarters. So you've got like two legs and a good knuckle attached, and I set them aside. And then for the sauce, what I do is I take like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, finely chopped, one shallot, like thinly sliced. I like kind of the ribbons of it. And I saute that in some vegetable oil. In this case, I used grapeseed oil. And then I take like a good chunk of garlic, maybe about this long, and I slice it into like matchstick sizes, and I saute them all together. And then I toss in some white wine as it sort of starts to dry out a little bit, and I just kind of keep it a little lubed as it goes. And then I take 1 1/4 cups of chicken broth and I add that to my sauteed aromatics. And then I add 1/4 cup of tomato something. So it can be paste, tomato sauce. I wouldn't use crushed tomatoes just because there's so much water in them. Or you can use ketchup, but if you use ketchup, then you want to kind of regulate like how much salt you add because ketchup already has like a lot of salt in it. And then I add like a whole stalk of lemongrass that I've sliced lengthwise, and I use the back of my knife to bruise so that it kind of releases the flavors, and I just set it in that kind of sauce as it like is heating up so it can release its flavor into the sauce. And then maybe 3 tablespoons of fish sauce and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and I let it all kind of cook together for a bit. And then you can add a little more white wine if you want, just because I like the smell and flavor of white wine as it's cooking. And then on the side, in a separate like bowl, I'll put 4 tablespoons of water, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and then just like dilute it, and then or dissolve it, and then you put an egg in that, and you just kind of whisk the egg so that it's kind of smooth. And then I add that cornstarch mixture to my sauce that's on the stove, and it's like just kind of warming. I don't really need it like bubbling or hot, and I basically like just stir it until it gets nice and thick, and then I take the crab and I toss it in with that sauce so it's kind of covering everybody. And then I sprinkle on it some chopped green onions, cilantro, and then if I had jalapeno, like I would have really thinly sliced the jalapeno and sprinkled it on just so that it kind of like wilts with the heat of the sauce, but none of those like last 3 things get cooked. And that's it. So you eat it over rice. Enjoy!